people that created BTS had this vision to take the K out of K-pop and make it global.
I don't think this has ever really been done before, but we used the K-pop methodology to like form our group, right? So we were trained in a K-pop way, but we are not a K-pop group, we're a global girl group. However, we've learned so much from like the K-pop side and like we're so inspired by that, but yeah, we are a global girl group.
But there's some things I gotta make sure you guys are gonna have. Are there gonna be light sticks?
Oh, you're gonna have. I hope
I need a light stick. Okay, where's my cat-side light stick, all right? I absolutely need to have it. And a lot of viewers at home might not know about the K-pop training process, the methodology you're talking about. So tell me how it was to go through that and what you learned from it and what you feel like you've taken into cat-side.
It was an amazing experience. It was obviously like a lot. We had training like 8 hours every single day, like in the morning, and then we would go home like at night and then just restart the next day. We took a bunch of different types of classes and I learned things about myself that I never knew. Personally, one of the things that I just learned about myself is to just keep going and never quit. Like obviously always push yourself and don't be too hard on yourself too. Like, cause sometimes I feel like I can be a perfectionist, but it was a great learning experience. I got to meet so many like beautiful, talented girls, and it was a long process too. It was like about like 2 years of training, a year and a half of training.
Wow.
Every single day we were working so hard.
Yeah. It sounds like it was really hard, and it was, but I want to add on to that. Like, I think we all also learned that hard work really pays off.
Yeah.
And so,
Definitely.
yeah, we're really, like, we got really disciplined, and like, we're really hard workers now. And
Yeah, I think that it like unlocked something within all of us. Like we like, there was like that extra like reserve of like power and energy in us, and like the whole training process just kind of showed us like how far we can go.
Oh, I love that. Well, we're definitely seeing it, and everybody's gonna see it on the Netflix documentary that you were talking about.
Popstar Academy cat-eye.
There you go. She is so ready.
If I make the girl group, that's when my life starts.
Now, tell me about having the cameras there all the time, and was that an extra, like layer of like, I don't know, training and having cameras be there watching you?
Sometimes it felt like the cameras like weren't even there, right? Like,
yeah, I feel like we barely like even noticed them at the end of the day. I feel like when we first started, it was kind of getting used to being like, oh, there's a camera right there. I gotta be a little, a little bit extra. But I think like throughout the time we kind of got used to it, and I'm super excited to see that our love for each other, and like that's something really special that we got to experience, especially with like the people that I'm here with today and the past contestants. We really just had such genuine love for each other, and at the end of the day, like this was a competition, but we still like had so much love for each other, and we supported each other through everything.
And what's something that you're nervous or excited for people to see in the documentary?
Maybe like our training process, and our improvement.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, no, they really got the improvement. Like, from all the
Do you guys, when you look at the early stuff, are you like, who is that?
Honestly, that's what I'm afraid of. Exactly. We are all going to be reminded of who we were before the training began.
It's gonna be weird. Like when we sit and watch it and like look at our past self, like we really don't know what to do.
I'm so ready for this.
I don't remember her that well.
Exactly, like
it's a blur.
Like personally, like I'm excited but like scared at the same time, because when I first joined I was like 15, 16, and now I'm 18. So like there was a lot of phases.
You're a whole different person now.
A whole different person now. So I'm excited to see what journey I went on.
Okay, so now talk to me about living together. So last time I left off, you guys were just put together as the final group. So then like, did you go straight to a house? Like how long was it before you guys were all together working on everything?
I think it was about like maybe 2 months, and then we started moving in together and like getting used to each other's vibe. I think it was actually so much fun. We all feel like such like a family and like sisters, and I can always rely on them, and like most of them are my big sisters, and Niche is my little sister. So there's like obviously that kind of like dynamic, and especially with us being a global girl group, we all have our own cultures. So being able to like share it with each other and experience it. Like one thing about cat's-eye is that we love food. So we share each other's food and we just like introduce new things to each other every day, and it's just such a blast. Yeah.
Who's the bigger cook out of everybody? Oh, they knew right away. Is she always in the kitchen?
Like me and Sophia, but I feel like Sophia's a lot better, honestly. Like I'm always eating your food. Like she's so good.
She's a baker.
She bakes
Spend more time in
too.
the kitchen than I do now.
No, she bakes us these blondies
Yeah,
that
they're
like
so
Oh,
they're
blondies?
so
I gotta come
Butterscotch
over.
blondies.
Something
like
about
gooey.
Sophia is that like she'll be like, girls, I made something today.
Yeah, she will always offer
When you
what she
cook
had just made.
Well, now I gotta come over for a
Yes,
blondie,
you
just
do.
letting you know that's
Yes,
happening.
it's happening.
And when you guys are not cooking, what are you doing the most? To use your time, are you listening to the tracks you made in the studio? Are you writing? What's the process like?
We're gonna perform for the first time very soon, so we're working really hard every day in the studio. When we're at home, we just hang out and like stay up until 2 a.m. and chit chat. We don't get no sleep.
Everybody's like, are y'all going to sleep yet? Y'all have to rehearse tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're still talking.
Yeah.
We find the energy somehow.
Yeah, literally
Somehow.
It's the adrenaline. Like we're like each other's hype girls all the time. Like we get into rehearsal, we're like, whoo! And then we all just like, okay, good morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, you guys are really busy. So between creating an EP, a Netflix documentary, and also performing, you were talking about KCON. So tell me, how exciting is that gonna be to perform at KCON?
We've been working and training so hard for KCON and like everything. So yeah, we're so excited to perform together on the stage. Yeah, and meet the icons
For the first time.
for the first time.
You didn't see this, but we were in the dressing room talking about all our favorite K-pop groups. So how are you gonna feel being there performing in front of so many people that you have watched and look up to?
Surreal.
It's actually crazy to even think about, because I'm sure we all have people we look up to and people we're inspired by. It's one of the big reasons why we're here today, and that we want to do the same thing that they've made us like feel. Like we want to make people feel the same way that we feel when we see our favorite artists. So it's going to be really cool to be in the same space and be in that environment of all these artists that we've been looking up to. It's so surreal to think about.
I'm so happy for you guys.
We're gonna be a little starstruck.
A little starstruck.
Some of our like favorite groups are gonna be there, so it's just so exciting.
I'm not gonna tell you guys that, one of us shares a Jungwon bias and they have them on their cell phone. Not gonna say who has it on their cell phone. Hey girl. And then who are you inspired by? Who is somebody you guys want to work with now that you're here in the industry? You guys were hanging out with Khalid earlier. You should have seen that. That was so cute.
my goodness.
So who's somebody you guys want to collab and work with?
So many people. Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Khalid,
Beyonce.
Pharrell,
Yeah, Pharrell, Timbaland, like really cool producers. That'd be awesome.
The Seraphim and Hypen.
Yeah.
Charlie XCX.
Charlie XCX.
It's a Brad Summer.
We could go on and on and on and on.
And then also, you guys are going to be performing on Good Morning America.
Oh
That's
my
wild.
goodness. I just got goosebumps just now.
So, like, how is that going to be to be, premiere yourself on a national stage?
So we just feel so blessed and grateful for that opportunity. And we can't wait.
What do you guys want people to see when they see a performance of *Cat*?
Fierceness.
Confidence.
Sisterhood.
I think confidence, like we want them to like feel like empowered and hot and the best version of themselves. And I also think like we work so much to like get our performances, and obviously there's so much more ways to go, but like we're really proud of the work we've done and like the synchronization with our dancing and everything. We hope that people see that and that we just want to keep working, keep growing.
And I mean, people are going to be learning from you about the Netflix documentary. They're going to learn from you on Good Morning America. As people learn more about *Cat*, what do you want them to feel?
Inspired, I think, yeah.
And I think we want them to feel like seen and like they can see themselves and like
Each one of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that makes me think, how have you felt about your fans? I know that's had to be so cool to like grow this community and see them rooting for you online. A lot of times they come to my page and they're like, oh, *Cat*. So I love the community you guys are building. How has that been?
I think it's so fun that we get to go on Weverse anytime we want and kind of see all the icons on Weverse, and we get to talk to them and then post something. It's so funny when we just say like one thing and they all come in and like, Sophia, hey! And we can literally ask for little things. So we'll be like, hey, like, do you guys have any like movie suggestions? And they will literally send everything. Like I have playlists. I have playlists saved actually by a lot of the fans when they recommend songs, and they'll drop a playlist link, and I'll like save it every time. And it's just so cool. It's so fun.
And they're so creative. Like they do like stuff like Icon Selfie Day, where they all like post their selfies, and they do all of these little things, and like
We're just so grateful and like happy to have so much love and support from these icons, like our lovely icons. Like we love you guys so much. Like we wouldn't be here without y'all.
Baddies. Love it. Well, I'm so happy for you guys. So proud of where you've come. And ladies and gentlemen, Cat's Eye.
Thank you so much.